What you looking at? I got a TK on the back of the Buddha's at. What you looking at, boy? What you looking at? Got two TVs of my own, I don't need a cat. Hold up, no sir. Stepping the mic, bring me closer. I've been in the lab and the top, you gonna have to go through both. The swole up. Anytime I pull up the bars, I buck up my shoulders and pour the heart. Word to God, my gears push to start a feature, but my skill set a la carte. Woo! You don't understand. I got something sins in one palm of my hand. Balls are right rigid and bodies get numb every time I demonstrate the main rule of thumb.
Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? You're tuned into the best podcast in the land, baby. It's Monday night. It's fight night. Because you're here with the one, the only, the notorious one, the biggest one. Your mama likes him and all that. And the handsome one. TKO. That's right, we're back. After last week's horrible debacle situation with the weather. One thing for sure is God is always good. God is always king. God is always the ruler of my life. And I'm so grateful to be able to be here with you this week. We had technical difficulties that we were not able to overcome last week due to, again, the high winds and terrible weather last week. We had a great guest on the show, and she is back. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have Kiki Jones join us right after the song later on after the 10 o'clock minute, as well as everybody that's tuning in loud and proud. And Walter, yes, sir, you're first tonight, bro. Nice to see you, my brother. How are you doing today? I hope everything's going well. So the Jarheads are here, 48 strong, and they smell funny. Yeah, man. Hey, well, I'm glad that y'all here at the show tonight. Go ahead and get nestled in, get your snacks, get your food ready, and make sure y'all take a shower before y'all go ahead and lay it down tonight. But big shout out to Walter, one of the crazy knockouts, as well as Brian and 46 strong over there in the United States Airlift for the United States Air Force. That is. Oh yeah, we got Amanda. She's back, baby. She's back. What's going on, Amanda? How you doing? Glad that you're back here. One of my native crazy knockettes, that is. But hey, we representing this weekend. And for sure, we representing this Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday, my company, Icon Pro Wrestling, we have a show in Graham, North Carolina. This is the first one we've done in a year. That's right, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going down. It's finally here. I'm so excited. My nerves are on edge, brother. I'm tense about this whole thing because I am so ready to go. This Saturday, it is Icon Pro 10. It is our 10th show, our 5th year as being a wrestling company, and I'm so ready to go. As well as Kiki Jones will be ready to go tonight on the show, and this Saturday, she is ready to go, and I am too. But the main thing is with this show right here in Graham, North Carolina, the address is 903 Trollinger Road, Graham, North Carolina. That is 27253. That is my high school. I'm a '05 alum. I love the Red Devils. And what it is this show, we're able to do something bigger than our sport. We're able to contribute to our community and help out. What we're doing here is we linked up with Graham High School and allowing us to use their beautiful gym in order to help the basketball program. That's right. We're going to help the basketball program. All the concession and a big percentage of the door is going to Graham High School basketball team in order to help them out. They had a great season this year. They made it to the playoff for the first time, and God knows when. I'm gonna be honest. And they're led by a good young coach named Justin Cousins. When I was there, Graham, his dad was my coach. He was assistant coach at Graham. He's also a legend there. Funny thing about it is, Justin was a little boy in like the 5th grade, and now he's a full grown man, and he's out there doing a tremendous job with those children. The first year there, after years and years and years of hard work from these young gentlemen, they finally was able to achieve a goal as a team, and they made it to the playoffs. So we wanted to be able to step in and say we want to do our part as Icon Pro Wrestling stand for integrity can overcome negativity. I'm saying it one more time. Integrity can overcome negativity. We say that because that's a way of life, and that is a true statement to anyone that's a believer, a dreamer out there. You always got to be doing the right things when nobody's watching, because that's really the real definition of who you are as a person. I feel like I don't lie to myself anymore. Now that I do not drink alcohol, because for me, that was my problem. Many others in life, right? But I knew to myself, If I'm sitting here not doing the right things and the life I wanted to live and show people that benefits them, then what am I really doing? See, the integrity in me was not there years ago. I was being an honorable person, but I had to realize you got to be doing the right things with nobody watching. And right here with Icon for 5 years, we've been doing our very best to be able to give live entertainment in our local neighborhoods and communities, as well as community gatherings to bring people together. It's so easy to love one another when you're right there and be able to high five and share a good time and a pleasure moment with them. So, guys, come on out. Ladies, come on out as well. Kids, we're going to have a good time. We're going to sign autographs, take pictures with you. We're going to have some wrestling merchandise. We're going to be giving away some prizes, maybe some t shirts and things like that. So, I want everybody, we'll get back to this later on the show. Thank you, DC. But I'm so excited. This show is really going to be based off of Icon Pro tonight. Now, we're gonna also, of course, have a little fun. I like to sit there and be able to know when it comes to people that come on these interviews, where they come from in life. And a lot of times they always breeds a good laugh or two because we all go through different struggles and at the same time uh, conquer a lot of great feats and goals. And yet it's a lot of funny things along the way. I like to share wrestling stories all the time. So we're going to get a chance to do that because I want to see if in Kiki's young career so far, um, how many good wrestle stories she would have. Because again, man, we come across some stuff in business. But in my life this past week, we got the power back last Monday about around 10:30 later that night. So we were just fine. It was a little chilly, but it wasn't nothing we couldn't deal with. But again, we was all safe. I know several other people that was near and dear to me had their power out as well, and everybody seemed to report in good. So that's good. Thank God, and we're blessed for that. Um, Other than that, I hear Buddy's Home Furnishing. Come and check me out, man. I want y'all to come out here, have a good time with me. Uh, and let's see if we can get you what you need in your home today. A lot of people looking for a good deal, looking for a mattress, living room group, bedroom group, appliances, washer and dryers. We got great deals. Got PlayStations. Got everything you can need, man. And if we ain't got it, let us know if we can get it for you. But if you're in the Alamance County area, you looking for something great to go in your home and change the game, and hey, you know who to call. Got the best stuff in the business. Hit us up as buddies. We're at 1703 North Church Street in Burlington, North Carolina. And the number is 336-228-8668. Hit your boy TK up for a deal right now. But hey, I always be selling, baby. Always be selling. Because this weekend I was able to do some things. So I went to go wrestle in Raleigh at the Heyday Brewery. Shout out to the Heyday Brewery. Man, y'all showed up and showed out. What an awesome crowd. First time there. I won the Redneck Rumble. That's right. I run the Redneck Rumble because I'm like that. And then I was able to win a chance to go for the heavyweight title at Gouge. And I ended up winning the match, but it was via count out. So didn't bring home the gold, but Teddy Two Belts is coming soon because this Saturday I'm going to retain too. You ain't got to worry about that. I promise you. I'm that dude. I'm that guy. All right. But big shout out to my older sister, uh, Lakeisha Burnett, or as I call her, Nikki. I love you, Nikki. I was up there yesterday with my sister. Ain't seen her in a while. My brother-in-law, my dad, brought my family up there. I miss y'all so much. It's just those times of life being around your siblings and your family. It's always good. And we spent some time up there yesterday with my sister's birthday today. Shout out to you, big sis. I love you, and we definitely gonna be kicking it soon. And my big brother Tori up there too. Shout out my brother Tori. All right. So enough about me. Let's get into it. Let's go ahead and drop a new track tonight. Cause TKO, hey, one thing we've been doing on this show lately is we're bringing that heat, baby, and we've been bringing on a lot of new artists. We got a lot more artists that have been hitting us up. They're gonna be debuting every single week. We should be having new songs and new artists going forward. So guys, get a part of the wave. Jump on because I see Brian. Y'all be liking it out there. The Air Force been representing. So hey, you artists, I came to the right place. Your stuff is definitely getting some some good reviews. So you with the right guy. But tonight we're gonna play my man Dark Dark Side Creamy, and he got a song called "One for the '90s." All right, let's see, Dark Skin. I know, right? It'll be next, but we're gonna go with no Dark Side Premium. He got a new song for us. It's "One for the '90s," and I'll see you when I get back. What's up, fellas?
Ain't nothing better than the 90s. There'll never be an era like the 90s. You know the flyest niggas from the 90s. You know the baddest bitches from the 90s. The greatest rappers from the 90s. Yeah, the biggest gangsters from the 90s. All my dogs been getting money since the 90s. Let's hear it one time for the 90s. Yo, ski hat and a bubble, that's the 90s. Flexing big cap in the tunnel, that's the 90s. Lex in the act, coupe, Theodora tracksuits, bulletproof underneath the triple fat goose, that's the 90s. Hard leather AV, Empire, skate key, Mary J and KC. Every day we blaze, smell the haze in the Jeep. 12 gauge on the seat, 12 play on repeat, that's the 90s. Pam and Gina, Angelina, we carry two tubes like a ballerina. John B, Keith Sweat, Jones Beach, Greek Fest. All the hoes meet that freak Nick, that's the 90s. Ain't nothing better than the 90s. There'll never be an era like the 90s. You know the flyest niggas from the 90s. You know the baddest bitches from the 90s. The greatest rappers from the 90s. Yeah, the biggest gangsters from the 90s. All my dogs been getting money since the 90s. Let's hear it one time for the 90s. Hey yo, Alizé and Yak, that's the 90s. Rolly with the alligator strap, that's the 90s. J-Lo, living color, suede loaves, crispy butters, Nas, J, Missy had the game song 6 summers. Big and Pop, Kim and Fox made our living slinging rocks. Double 12 slims, 27s with the lemon tops, 6-inch medallions, lion head, horse head, stallion. That's how we was styling in the 90s. Gore-Tex, velour sweats, Feli short sets, Dior specs. Let's take it back to the 90s when brothers act grimy and quick to hit you with that Mac 9. Dark Side, ain't nothing better than the 90s. There'll never be an era like the 90s. You know the flyest niggas from the 90s. You know the baddest bitches from the 90s. The greatest rappers from the 90s. Yeah, the biggest gangsters from the 90s. All my dogs been getting money since the 90s. Let's hear it one time for the 90s.
The committee.
Hey, okay, all right. Hey, yo, okay, I feel you. All right, Dockside Premium right there. That was on fire. I like that because I'm an '80s baby, but that's one for the '90s right there. That was dope, man. I appreciate that. And if you're an artist looking to have your track spun during this show, email me at iconprowrestling.tko@gmail.com. That right there was fly. I like that. Everybody go check out Darkside Premium. That's right there. I may have to go put that in the song, man. That's something I could vibe to. Hey, let us know in the chat if you like it and love it. But make sure we get some more of that for you, ladies and gentlemen, as the weeks ago. Now, really quick before we bring on Kiki Jones, I know y'all waiting. I know y'all anticipate. No worry. But first, I'd like to give a shout out to Monster Energy Drink. That's right. Monster Energy Drink is a proud sponsor of the Knockout Hour with your boy TKO. Knockout Knockout Hour appreciates Monster Energy Drink because in those times when we need that extra energy boost, Monster Energy Drink is the company and the drink you look for. So when you want to unleash that beast, go ahead and knock out a Monster Energy Drink like your boy TKO. So you want something, and this right here, 0 sugars. So for a lot of you diabetics and out there, you look for a drink to pick me up midday, need an energy boost, unleash that beast and go with Monster. So thank you, Monster Energy Drink. I'm gonna leave y'all right here. There you go. All right. I was gonna keep that near me. Thank you guys. All right. So no further ado, we're gonna bring on this amazing young woman in wrestling. I came across her, and it's a pleasure and an honor to be able to have her on my show. I think any time in wrestling, when you're able to work with someone in the development stages of their career, it's a great thing because once you see them hit the tops like a Javon Evans, you see the other ones like Jackson Drake. it's good to know that one day I'm gonna be like, I seen Kiki Jones, and I knew she had what it took to get there. But hey, we got her here right now on the show. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and give it up for Kiki Jones, everybody. All right, Kiki, what's
Hello,
happening?
hello. Hello, hello. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure. Like I was telling everybody, and I know you was in the green room waiting, but thank you so much for being part of this show this evening. So, first and foremost, let me get this out the way because I just now noticed this. How long have you been a Steelers fan?
Well, I like to say it's
Uh-huh.
hereditary.
Mhm.
And what I mean by that is my dad and majority of my dad's side of the family, Steelers Nation.
Mhm.
Um, besides the hereditary, joke and stuff. Um, Well, because most people see, I originally am from Seattle, Washington. So most
Oh,
people are like, "How are you?" And it's like, don't worry about it. But what drew me to the Steelers outside of dad and family is just the way. It sounds cliche, but the Steeler way.
mm,
They came off of that hard nosed, you work hard, blue collar, just gritty, you get it done, no excuses, no nothing. It's just that something about that work ethic and everything. And when you think of the steel curtain of the 70s and the mean Joe Greens and the may he rest in peace Franco Harris and those guys, they really set a standard that it's like you have to earn that. I know I'm talking like I'm a part of the team or something, but
no, you're fine.
but but um they set a standard all those years ago that it has to be earned with the current players of today. Um and stuff. But that's where my well, that, and I mean they're the greatest. They were the first to six. We'll have seven soon. Everyone else that wants to talk about, well, the Patriots and that we had it first. We got to six first. There's
Mm.
some of y'all out there that'll run your mouths, and your team hasn't even been to a Super Bowl. So just focus
Amen.
on your team. Just focus
Amen.
on y'all's team. So
Amen. See, I'm with you, cuz. All right, I'm gonna get a couple things. First, I am a Cowboys fan, but I am one of the most
Ooh, so
probably,
is my mom. Ugh,
but I'm
go
one of the
ahead.
most respectful Cowboys fans you will ever meet. Cause I'm blatantly honest, right? So
Can
for
I just
me,
say something real quick for you, not to
mhm.
cut you? I
No, go
just want
ahead.
to let all Cowboys fans know that that star y'all love so much, it's a rating, not a logo. I just needed to let y'all know that. I just needed y'all to know that. So go ahead, go ahead.
If you're rating us star performance, then you're right. It's always 5 star. That's you want those
Oh,
people, right?
that was a good one. That was a good one.
No, I understand what
Uh,
you're saying, but no, one thing I do is a 5 star championship organization like yourself, six, of course. I pay all respect for that. We have had our battles in the past, so for me, D minus. Have you seen the guy right there that said Derek Mosley a minute ago said "Still a Nation"? That's one of my guys right there. Now
okay,
he's a diehard Steelers fan, and he also was the original co-host of this show as well. So he
okay,
tapped in.
okay.
You know what I mean? You know,
Yes,
no, right.
yes.
And you see the fans right here. So Brian is a good friend of ours. He serves in the United States Air Force right now, and there's
Okay.
42
Thank you for
men
your
and women in
service.
service. Yeah, and there's 42 of them right now in service, active duty right now, watching our show as well.
I know this might not be the best salute, but I salute the service because, as I always tell people, because they always ask me what brought you to Richmond, Virginia, which is where I reside now currently. And like I was saying, my dad's side of the family is from there by way of Florida, but I'm technically an Army brat. My dad did about, I believe it was either 6 or 8 years in the Army, and at one point was stationed over in Washington State, thus how I came into existence. And stuff. So I do also come from a military family. I also had an uncle who served in the Navy for 23 years, retired after 23 years in the Navy. Had a grandfather in the Air Force. I think I've had family members serve in almost every branch of the military that there is, besides I don't know any special forces or anything of that nature. But
No, I'm
So
with you because I'm the same way. Like I always, my mom, she served in the Air Force, and I was born on the Air Force base myself. So I'm a Air Force baby. I was born in Michigan, but I never really grew up there at all. I was always raised here in Carolina. But it's the same way. I always make sure that I always show respect for the men and women in uniform. That goes to our police, our fire department, our teachers, our educators. Because you got to realize, not you, the people out here in the world, that it's not about you. Doing a public service, yes, somebody does. Do you have to get paid? But at the same time, who's going to defend you when you need it? If Tyrone beating on you or Melissa is giving you that uppercut, who gonna come
right,
save you? You know, we all say stupid stuff like "forget the police" because everybody know in the show don't cuss. I ain't saying I don't. I'm just to keep it clean.
right,
But when we say that, who's the first person you gonna call when Billy go upside your head or Bertha go upside your head? You calling the police. So I don't understand how. And people got to realize this too. They're doing something again to protect their fellow community men and women, not just themselves. So that's a bigger service than anything, especially right now, those people listening to this show. They could be sitting over here worrying way more about their own family and their own responsibility, but they're here with us tonight,
right.
having a good old time. So that's why,
Appreciate it.
you
So
know what I mean? I
yeah,
probably hit them
clap.
every single week. They're always been family. We got Amanda and Walter here as well. But uh, another thing I wanted to say is I love your sports talk. Now you got to imagine DC is definitely listening. We got a show on Saturday. It looked like you tried to take my spot, so you didn't chill out. I'm pretty sure he's gonna reach out to you to say, "Hey, we're gonna have to add on to the show on Saturdays," because that was really a well said, and I respect everything you said about that when it comes to your football opinion. I do a lot. That was really well said and respect.
It comes from. I mean, I grew up an athlete. I played. I mean, I didn't like soccer too much, but I was pretty good at a lot of sports. So sports is I love it. I love the competitiveness. I just, as long as I understand it, and stuff, but I understand with any sport, regardless of if I understand how it works or not, it's not easy. It's not you know, something that everyone can do or has a gift for, and stuff. And when it comes to being a fan, a lot of people these days don't understand that that's really a shortened word for fanatic, which means
Hmm.
that you really are for that team. It's like, for example, I give respect. I talk a lot of trash and stuff, but at the end of the day, I have respect for Cleveland Brown, as much as I don't like them because they're in my division, but I do have respect for Browns fans, Detroit Lions fans, fans of teams that you can't bandwagon on because they haven't gotten there yet to win a big championship. So for you to be a fan of a team and ride or die for that team and go through the heartaches and pain year after year, I can commend that because at least you're showing you're a true fan and whatnot. I can't stand bandwagon fans. That'll get me going on a whole nother rant, but that's
Me too.
where that's where my passion comes from as far as with um sports and why I like teams, or certain teams at least. It's like with the Bulls. My favorite basketball player is Michael Jordan. Um, and it's more than just because he won the 6 rings and all that stuff. It's the fact that he was doubted. He was an underdog. And I like underdog stories because it drives you to prove a point.
Hmm.
And as much as we look at Michael Jordan's high school coach for being like, oh, you really made a mistake. It's like, but what if he hadn't cut Michael Jordan? Would we have had his airness and the go? We
Hmm.
don't, type thing. So I like that about Michael Jordan. And that's what drew me to. And then the same thing with the Bulls situation. He came into a team that wasn't known for anything
Hmm.
and did what he did. And then to retire, come back and three-peat again, it's just like until
Hmm.
someone else does that, with all due respect to Bill Russell, may he rest in peace, and LeBron James and Kobe Bryant and everyone in between, until someone else does what Michael Jordan did by retiring and coming back and three-peating, that's why he's my GOAT and he's always the GOAT to me. But
Hey, you dang
yeah.
on right. You dang on right. Hey, really quick. Brian had a question down here. I mean, he had a question. I'm gonna answer that really quick. But no, that was an honest. We're gonna get right back to that because that's gonna lead right back to what I was gonna ask you in a second. But really quick, I would like to share this with you too as well. This will be a great little thing. You're gonna be able to probably tell us right after this. My first match. So, my first match, I still remember it to this day. To me, it still gives me butterflies. It's still the reason why I do this. And I say for a lot of people, it's called the lights. It's the lights. Um, so I knew my first match was coming, and with the promoter that he challenged me, he said, "Teddy, you said this is your city, right? I want to see if you can pack this building out." I said, "Bet." So I did that too. I ended up selling so many tickets. I sold out all the VIPs. I sold out almost everything that night. I wanted it to be everything I worked for. I trained for a year and a half at the CW at Mid Atlantic Dojo. So for me, that night meant everything. And so what I did was is we had it was called 90s night. So the theme night show. And since I sold so many tickets, they made me the co-main event. This is the first time they ever had a rookie come out of training on the main roster co-main event. Like, and this company been around that time 18 years.
Oh,
So yeah, I mean that's all to push myself. And I created that persona of TKO, a
okay.
street fighter. Yeah, so the whole thing had to come together this night because this is it, you know. And so the guy I worked with, his name was Number Dad. He's been in the game. He still today. I love you, Kazi. You one of the best guys I ever met in this business. I love you, bro. Um, he he uh he reassured me that this is gonna be a night we both gonna remember. Long story short, my gimmick was that night was Mike Tyson, and I'm coming to Mama said knock you out, and so it's co-main event time. My wife's in the crowd, like there's a curtain. I can't hear nothing. I mean, I can't see nobody, but I'm behind the scenes, and my nerves are so bad. And so I'm sitting here, and I started tearing up. All I heard my wife say TKO. It's like she knew it. She said my name. That music here is the LL Cool J. I came through that. I kicked through that curtain. Crowd went crazy. I mean, they all standing up, screaming and yelling, and all I could think about, I looked up, and I'm blinded by the lights. I can't see nothing, but all I can see is just I can feel it. And man, I walked around, dapped up everybody. I'm so G'd up, you know what I mean? And I go out there and I won my first match. But that night, ever since then, that was like the wave of TKO. Like I came through like a wrecking ball when it came to CWF. I was up, you know, to come out and have that rookie debut to performance. That is not to say the next couple matches, heck yeah, you ain't gonna have a great solid match every time. Most time you're only good at your dance partner. So that night, beautiful, great night. After that, I had to work on myself every single time, still to this day, like I did Saturday. It's all working pieces. But yeah, Brian, that night is really the reason why. That's the reason why I still do this. It's those lights, it's that crowd, it's that noise. It's just when I'm in that ring, there's nothing more important than me right now. And this is all what's going on. It's the best thing ever. So that's what's gonna lead me to asking you, knowing that with your being an athlete like myself, I hear that passion, I hear that determination. I know the training involved of how hard you work to get to this moment in your career. Tell the folks out there and let them know about you. So, where did we get the beginnings from Kiki playing being an athlete to Kiki now transforming into the wrestler? Where did this training start? How did that all go?
I'm trying to think how to not be long-winded with this
I don't know. Hey, it's your
because
story. Hey, look, you got 300,000 people all over the world that tuned in tonight. Not just me, but to hear your story. And this is what this show is about. I'm an indie wrestler just like you. People out here ain't gonna be able to get to the WWE sometimes. You will, I won't. But these people need to know because you work just as hard or even harder than them, and they need to sit there and follow you. So don't ever minimize yourself on this show. This show is for wrestlers, by wrestlers. So tell your story and do your thing.
so like everyone started off as a fan. Um, Really, where it comes from, as far as me finally transitioning into becoming a wrestler, it starts in two parts. One in childhood. My inspiration and intensity and passion that you hear And you'll see it more come Saturday at Icon Pro 10. I like to throw up the X, reminds me of New Jack. But anyways, rest in peace, New Jack. Is and it's something that my opponent, which we'll get to her later, said about belonging. And as a kid, I remember it as clear as day. I was watching Monday Night Raw because I grew up, I don't look it, but I grew up in the era of the Attitude Era Monday Night Wars. So as you guys can see, I'm wearing the Rock shirt, you know, the Rock, Stone Cold, and company. So being an athlete, and especially as a child, you know, knees are fresh out the box and everything. So you're sitting there going, yeah, I can do that, you know, because I mean, I had it down, even though they always said, don't try this at home, so on and so forth. I'm the oldest of 8 kids. So I forced my brothers and sisters to be jobbers and do wrestling. I mean, I took it so seriously because wrestling, besides sports and my family, I had a great childhood. So I'm not trying to make it sound like, oh, this childhood was horrible. It's not that. But wrestling was a very big part of it because it's something Stone Cold Steve Austin said that stuck with me. Us as wrestlers, be it indie wrestlers, and if you make it to, you know, WWE and so on and so forth,
Win.
you get
Win. You make, yeah, for you, win. Yeah.
For me. But is as a fan, you get to live vicariously through these characters. So that's why Stone Cold was so popular, because he made you feel like, yeah, I feel like I'm being held down and being told what to do and not being accepted for who I am. And I can let loose through Stone Cold beating up on Vince McMahon. Who doesn't, especially now as an adult, when you have a boss, it's like that you don't like, it's like, man, you know, if I could Stone Cold you right now, I would. And if I could get away with it. But with that being said, I remember I said out loud, when I grow up, I want to be a professional wrestler. And my father turned and just gave me this serious stare and just said, if I ever hear you say that again, I will never let you watch wrestling again. So as a child, it never came out. I started saying stuff. I'm going to be a lawyer. I'm going to do this. But I never said anything about professional wrestling. And it even got to a point where one time I was trying to watch Saturday Night Velocity. And he was like, come here, you're going to go watch Roots. You can watch this wrestling. You can watch about your history. So I got forced to watch Roots, which, mind you, I've already seen. So we speed up to me as an adult. I'm working at Amazon. And a friend of mine, which I'm forever grateful for, me and him started chit-chatting about wrestling because I think I had brought up something about me and my boyfriend watching a pay-per-view because me and my boyfriend are super into wrestling also. Sometimes he thinks he's Bobby the Brain Heenan and I'm Andre the Giant. And it's like, you slow it down, okay? But I spoke to my friend, we talked, and I said, you know, I had thought about, you know, when I was younger, trying to go to a wrestling school to learn how to do this. But like I said, and this goes back to me being in Seattle, Washington, the thing that I love about over here on the East Coast and South with these territories is that there's so much, especially for us as women wrestlers, there's so much room for opportunity as long as you take it, work hard, learn, and are respectful and put in the work and pay your dues and everything. Whereas I wasn't seeing that. I can sit here and go onto social media right now and see a whole bunch of different promotions and stuff going on and networking that I just did not find when I was over in Seattle. So this friend, my Aaron, by the way, I'm a shout out his first name at least. So thank you, Aaron, if you're watching. Forever grateful to you for introducing me to who I was trained by through Power Resurgence Wrestling, which is The Guard, which is twin brothers that trained me, Taryn and Emmerich Gaunt. They trained me out of Appomattox, Virginia. And they are the ones that gave me that opportunity to really live my dream, because as a kid I understood that there's a difference between a job and something that you do that you love. A job is something that you get up, it could be the most miserable thing ever. But because you're an adult and you have bills to pay, you got to get up and do it.
Hmm.
When it comes to this thing, wrestling, I don't care if it's doing the show, which again, thank you, whether it's doing promos, whether it's doing the matches, whether it's doing the training, or all of it. I wake up every day. There's not a day that I wake up and don't and I'm sitting there going, "Oh my gosh, I have to go do wrestling." Like, geez, I don't know. I might call out. Like, I don't know. Like, there's never a time that that happens.
Hmm.
So to be able to do this, and especially kind of, and I love my dad, so it's not to make it sound like he's the heel or the villain in this
Hmm.
situation, but it's a motivator. And actually, now that I think about it, as much as I used to take it so personally as just, oh, he's tearing my dreams down and stuff,
Hmm.
I'm starting to think maybe that's his way of doing a mind game with me to motivate me, because I've noticed in my life, whenever I was told I wasn't good enough when it came to sports, that lit a fire under me to be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna
Hmm.
prove you wrong. So now that I'm doing this and I have the opportunity, and the thing I also have to remember too is I don't have kids, I don't have really any responsibilities besides myself. So
Hmm.
I have free range to, as long as I'm putting in the work and everything else, then everything else is going to come. It's just a matter of knowing you got to put in the work, be patient, and stuff of that nature. It's why I always explain, it's like I'm going to come with intensity and passion, but I'm always going to make sure I'm being respectful along the way.
Hmm.
Um, because I'm not here to step on toes, or disrespect anyone, um, and whatnot. But I'm definitely not going to pass up any opportunities to, move on to great things, in my career.
Absolutely. And like I said earlier, you are the ideal. Cause me and you have talks on the side all the time because you are one of the promoter's dreams. You will want someone like Kiki here, that is constantly always trying to know what can she do in order to improve herself and the promotion. Because in this business, that's how you become better. You got to imagine everybody. We're in a sport where we out here in front of you guys, entertaining you live. Some people say body shaming, that's wrong. Uh, People have opinions, right? My opinion is, well, in order to perform, yes, you're in front of people so they visually see you. So if you're comfortable with yourself, then there's no need to worry about what somebody else is concerned about you, right? Because to everybody, you're not going to be what you can't fit every criteria for everyone. But as long as you satisfy yourself, again, when you're in that ring, for a lot of people out here don't realize when we're in that ring, we hear everything we say, we see you, but we're in a whole nother zone right now. Like I'm pretty sure I can't speak for you, but I think you can attest to what I'm saying. When we're in there, we have a goal in mind. We have certain things we're trying to check off in our head.
Right.
So for you to worry about what you can go run off and go say about us, hey, at least you're saying something about me. The worst thing you can possibly have at times, it's not always bad because when you're young in your career, you'll think that when the crowd's quiet, that they're not paying attention. Sometimes they're just trying to figure out what's going on. And that's okay. Sometimes you just ride the wave of that because we get a little anxious. We try to
Right.
live off reactions, but the reaction necessarily isn't so much is what we need them to do for us, is what we are allowing them to get from what we're telling them. And that's the beautiful art of what we do. So when you have someone like Kiki that is investing, what can I do next? How can I get better? That's a promoter's dream. You want somebody to invest in the company and themselves. And so I can see that came from good tutelage because, like you mentioned, your trainers. I think that's excellent that they taught you that, because they taught you a lot of things. Because the things she's doing for me is the same things I've been taught. So I know she's been taught by some good gentlemen and had a lot of good people around her to get her to this point in her career. So shout out to I'm sorry, what's your training facility name again?
It's Power Resurgence Wrestling out of Appomattox, Virginia. The Guard, which is the tag team, Emmerich Gaunt, who's actually also the BWF heavyweight champion right now. Emmerich Gaunt and Taryn Gaunt, as well as others out of there that trained and have been working with me. So I'm grateful for all of them and whatnot, because like I said, I kind of surprised myself with how, because I'm brand new in the sense of, this is come Saturday the 28th, this will be my second match. But I already feel confident because, like you were saying, and I think I kind of passed over it a little bit when I was talking earlier, is my first match, like you said, I and my trainers and stuff were all there, because they also were performing at that show as well, at my debut. They could tell that I was nervous because, and for me, I get nervous because I know I care. I'm a perfectionist. Even though I know I'm not perfect, I am a perfectionist. So I try to make sure every detail, minute and otherwise, and stuff of that nature. But it's something about now with this second show, because I can already see the improvement from, obviously we haven't seen the match yet. We'll get
Right.
to that soon enough. But as far as
Right.
with my promo work, and everything else, that's definitely improved within the past month or so, and everything else, as far as, getting the jitterbugs out as far as your very first
Yeah.
match, and whatnot, because it's like you said, you also have to have a thick skin in this business, because like you said, people are gonna say things, and like, for example, my debut, and I get it all the time, even outside of wrestling and stuff, where, well, I shouldn't say it like that, like it's a consistent thing, but it was a prime
Yeah, yeah.
example. At my first show, there's some fans in the crowd that were like, is that a man or a woman? It's like, I know who I am at the end of the day. I know who I was born as, this, that, and the third, so on and so forth. You have to have a thick skin, because you're going to have people say things that you have to remember, you're portraying a character anyways.
Correct.
This isn't like I'm out in public just on a regular day, just being myself, and someone's just saying something, rude, or what could be, deemed offensive and stuff. So, you do have to be comfortable with yourself, and whatnot. For me, as Kiki Jones, especially because I don't care what people think about me, because my character is not a good person. So, my thing is just, yeah, you can say what you want to me, but you better, if you can spit the heat, you better make sure you can stay in the kitchen afterwards. In other words, because it is a two-way street,
Yeah,
when it
people
comes
don't
to
get
that.
this. Yeah, people do not understand. Like, again, it's like you're right. Like let's say this. Like, I'm married. So when I came into this career, I was already good to go. I'm married, I got kids, never wanted or needed anything more than what I have. So for me, I thought for years women didn't think I was attractive, because I never had women come up and approach me. But I
Yeah.
noticed
Okay.
but here's the thing, which is cool. You're right. It's because it's how we carry ourselves, right? It's the moments where I'm not performing, the next moment they see how I am outside of the ring. So you're right. We're portraying a character like me. I'm a fighter. I'm turned up. I'm spitting. I'm G'd up. I'm passionate. I'm screaming. I'm yelling. I'm just it's just me magnifying times 10. It's like all the rage and all, like, my character is specifically that. I see you got a lot of me in you too. When you'll see me, we're gonna see in the same day, because I see it in you too. We got this
Right.
balled up, pent up rage of just so many feelings, happiness, sadness. I mean, just everything. And in
Right.
the moment my music hits, it's like I can care whatever the world has going on or whatever try to beat me down. And this moment right here, there's nobody better than me. There's nobody on this world who can be more of a TKO or a Kiki Jones. Any one of us performs, that's that moment for us. So for us, you're right. You get those comments, you get the ooh, this and that, and that's good. We appreciate you. But
And
guys
I
and ladies,
like it. Yeah, it's
yeah.
like you said, the rest of the time it was just people were like ooh and ah, and it was like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing
Hmm.
because you can't go around, I can't walk around and claim myself as bad intentions and a certified crash out and I'm not portraying that.
Correct.
It just, it's controlled chaos, mind you,
Hmm. Exactly.
and stuff and people will see that come Saturday. Make sure you guys get your tickets and check us out
Yep.
Saturday the 28th.
Mhm.
Icon Pro Wrestling, Icon 10, at
Gone.
Graham, North Carolina. Gotta throw up the new jack,
Exactly. Uncle
but
Hakeem.
because that's what I bring is intensity. And it goes back to even in my athletic days where when I first started playing sports, I was real quiet. Because something my dad taught me was you learn a lot by listening than you do by talking. So I was always observant and wasn't super talkative. But once I got older, my coaches were like, you're a leader, you need to be vocal and stuff. And sometimes I think, some of my teammates probably wish my coaches didn't say that because once they sparked that in me, you couldn't shut me up. Um and stuff. But that's when people started seeing the intensity and realizing how competitive and how seriously I took it. Like and whatnot. And that's the same thing that I bring out with Kiki. It's like you said, I amplify myself by 10 when it comes to that athletic side and that intensity and that
Mhm.
it's like you said, it's you become a whole nother person. Anytime when I was playing sports, anytime I go out to that ring, and this is why Scarlet Skies needs to be ready, and I want her to bring it. I need her to bring it because that's gonna make us both bring it together and stuff. Because
Absolutely.
I'm not, because the thing is, when I step into a ring, step onto the court, step onto the field, whatever it is, when it comes to competition, at that point, it's like you said, everything else does not matter. And if you're the person in my way, you gotta get got. I gotta go through you. Um,
Mhm.
and like I said, Scarlet Skies, I need you to bring it because either way, I'm going through you come Saturday night. It's
Mhm.
just, are you going to make it a challenge or is it going to be like a hot knife through butter?
Mhm.
Because that's what's going to determine how badly this ends for her. Um, Saturday night. And again, y'all gotta be there to witness it because it is definitely gonna be very diabolical and something you don't want to miss. I will say that.
So this gonna roll me right into the best part. So we're gonna sit there and take it to promo school. You got 1 minute, and we're gonna start this DC at the 49th minute. I want you to go solo. Kiki, you looking at the time, right? You got 1 minute. Give me a 1 minute promo about Scarlet. You got 8 seconds left. Six. Give me. And when we go to 49, give me a 1 minute promo. Let them know what you're gonna do this Saturday, right now.
Scarlet Skies, TikTok. We are 6 days away from the beating of a lifetime that you are going to receive come Saturday, March 28th at Graham High School in Graham, North Carolina at Icon Pro Wrestling 10. I'm telling you, Scarlett, you're taking me too lightly. And I promise you, if you do not bring it, I am going to go through you like a hot knife through butter. I told you to play with something safe because I am not the safe one to play with. The certified crash out is coming with bad intentions. You better get ready.
I like it. See, I'm over. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm over here fired up. Like when you'll feel my like, cause like I'm telling you, like we got Kendra Spears going on here. I swear to God, like I feel the intensity. I feel it because I'm
She cheated last time. She cheated last time to get that win, and I feel like because she's gotten and the ref was garbage too, by the way. But that's a different
most of them are
story.
anyway, right? Most of them are.
I mean, he just was counting super slow. I
Right.
mean, it was just ridiculous. But
Bet, bet.
that's going to be different come Saturday. But it's the fact that she takes me lightly, and yes, you got a victory over me one time. But see, the problem is I'm hungry. She's complacent. And that's what's going to get her come Saturday. She's not taking me seriously.
And hey, ladies and gentlemen, y'all heard it here first. Because I'm gonna cut my promo to end the show. So when we get the 59th minute, I'm gonna cut that promo and then DC, we out. But really quick, I want to make sure because we got a little bit of time before we get to that 59th. The Metallica, I got a nice message for you. You know I'm waiting for you, baby. I'm right here. But really quick, I want you to be able to tell everybody where they can find you. Go ahead and give everybody your socials, where they can find you, find your matches, whatever they want to do.
All right. So Instagram, it is Bad Intentions 1090 all together. And if you go in the bio on my Instagram, you will also find the links to my Twitter. I call it Twitter, X Twitter. You know what it is. You will find my Twitter account, my YouTube, which is where my matches are posted, as well as little shorts and everything dealing with upcoming shows and events and how I'm going to beat up Scarlet Skies. So yeah, go to IG, Bad Intentions 1090, and all the other links in the bio to all my other TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. You can find me there. I'm active. And it's Bad Intentions, certified crash out. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. You line them up, Icon Pro X, and I'm gonna knock them all down. Believe it.
Hey, everybody, you heard it, and I like it, and I love it. Thank you, Kiki Jones. And I'm gonna go ahead and give some shout outs to our sponsors of this event because without you guys and ladies, with y'all companies helping out Icon Pro 10, we would not be able to have the amazing show we're going to have. The entrance way is ready. We got brand new ring skirts. First time ever we have ever had Icon Pro have ring skirts. We got entrance way. We got a tablecloth. Everything is new and ready to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we done all the hard work. The easy part is, only thing I do is go to our website. You can hit us up at iconpro.square.site. Make sure you get your tickets because you do not want to miss Scarlet Skies and Kiki Jones in the second match. And it's the second match of her career. And she's looking to get that first victory. So you don't want to miss that. But we're going to give a shout out to Tech South Modern Connections. That's right. Tech South Modern Connections is a proud sponsor of Icon Pro 10, as well as Pressure Point Power Washing NC, LLC NC. They're one of the greatest, and y'all seen it at the bottom right there. Their team is located in the Fuquay Varina area. That's out there on the other side of Raleigh. But guys and ladies, if you want to get some of the best pressure washing services, please hit up Pressure Point Power Washing North Carolina LLC. You can go to their site, get that free estimate so they can help you out now. The big shout out to our main event sponsor is Gones to Get It. That's right, Gones to Get It. Go ahead and check them out right now. If you're looking for a job and an opportunity to change your life, someone like me, Teddy Allen, was just working a regular job, but now I'm a sales manager, all because one of the greatest sales gurus in the business, Elliot Goins, has shown me the way, and he can show you guys too. If you want to be able to change your life today, please hit up Goins to Get It. At the same time, you also want to hit up Ego TV. You looking for that good old year service? Ask us how we can be able to change that for you. Really quick, Kiki, I want to ask some real quick questions. I would say we're gonna play a flash time really quick. We're gonna go over wrestlers' names. When I say a wrestler name, you give me one word. We're gonna keep this fast, keep it hot, so we can have a little fun right here. All right,
All right.
let's do it. So I know you said earlier you mentioned the '90s, so I like to keep it there. I was a '90s fan myself, so I would like to run these people off. When it comes down to Shawn Michaels,
Go.
Undertaker,
Go.
okay, The Rock,
The great one.
Stone Cold Steve Austin,
Oh, the world's toughest son of a.
And you know that's the bottom line. But all right.
I had
So
one beer, and then I had two
what?
beers.
And then a Bloody Mary.
What?
Hulk Hogan.
Oh, you got me, brother. Ah.
Right. All right, leader.
Lita. Ho!
User. Trish Stratus.
Stratisfaction.
All right, let's go ahead and pick it up to the modern era. I like this woman a lot. Jade Cargill.
The Storm.
I like it. What about my girl Chelsea Green?
President.
All right. Now, I like to mix this up too, because I know people like different varieties. What about my man Swerve Strickland?
Psycho. Sicko.
Okay.
Awesome. I'm sorry, I had too many of those. Yeah.
And
Dangerous.
then I got one of the ones I think this is probably the greatest one on the list right now. Kiki Jones.
The baddest ever. The best ever.
Y'all heard it, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Kiki, it's been a pleasure having you on my show, as well as I'm pretty sure at this point, hey, you're gonna be a regular guest. We're gonna have some fun, and but it's been an honor and a pleasure. I'm glad you was able to come back to make sure we got everything straight in for this week. But you want to
Yes,
say a couple of
sir.
words for the folks? Go ahead and let them know something before I get in my promo.
Alrighty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Kiki Bad Intention Jones. Like I said, come check us out. Graham, North Carolina, Saturday, March 28th. There's going to be some great action. You don't want to miss it. And Scarlet Skies, you definitely don't want to miss it either.
That's right, everybody. Icon Pro 10. That's right. Graham High School. Get ready. Get those tickets 6 days away. Do not wait. Get ready for it. But one thing I did do this weekend at the Heyday Brewery, I was able to retain my title. So that only leads me to, I appreciate it. It's leading me down to May was the first year out of 7 years. I was been a tag team champion 3 times in my 7 years. One of the goals when I got in this game was always be a singles champion one time and one time only. That's all I needed. And I said, I'll be done with this. And my reign's still going on right now. And so to all God be the glory. God is so good because for again giving me this chance in my life, as well as my sister Kiki here, and people like us that look like us that come from places that wouldn't even get those opportunities. Look at me now, right? That's what I say to people. Look at me now. Look at these
Look at me
smiles
now.
on my face, right? All these smiles. And like I love the passion from Kiki because that's what wrestling do. See, we're different. We built different from y'all. But we enjoy the time with y'all because y'all give us a reason to keep coming back, keep entertaining y'all. And this Saturday, it leads me right into saying this, Metallica. You need to pay attention real close, real close. You absolutely right. I'm that confident. Because I've been saying it a lot lately. I think y'all forget who I am. See, all these years, I've been just taking y'all crap. I've been taking all these losses. Not no more. See, I'm tired of the smiles when it comes down to always, oh, it'll be another chance, Teddy. It'll be another chance. No, no more of that. So the reason why I'm that confident is because I stay ready. See, the rest of y'all be playing this every day of my life. I got to contain TKO so I can be able to function. I got to swallow down every reason why all the haters like you is the reason why I'm going to let it all out Saturday. And you're right. You're the honored guest. At your own burial, big dog. Because I'm bringing all your friends and family to come see the burial of Metallica. That's right. You're going to understand who I am. I am the big stepper. I am the big dog. I am the notorious one. And you're going to find out Saturday. And everybody else going to know that. I'm not sitting there waiting to be passed up. I'm right here. I'm right now. Line up, come get some. And Saturday, Metallica, it's over for you. So, again, to steal the Gals Junior Heavyweight Champion, TKO. I will see you on Saturday. Peace.
What you looking at, boy? What you looking at? I got a TKO on the bag where the pool is at. What you looking at, boy? What you looking at? Got two toolies of my own, I don't need a gang.
Hold up, no sir. Step into the mic, bring me closer. Sabotage back in the lab, and to stop that, you gonna have to go through both. That swole up. Anytime I pull up the bars, I buck up my shoulders and pour the heart. Word to God, my gears push to start a feature, but my skill set a la carte. Woo! You don't understand. I got something sins in one palm of my hand. Balls are right rigid and bodies get numb every time I demonstrate the